rain coming down here at San Francisco's China Basin as we're at Oracle Park. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the San Francisco Giants. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Kevin Gausman gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Kevin Gausman, one of the best arms in the league right now. Great action, two-seam action. A lot of times you'll hear pitchers talk about he throws a bowling ball. Hard, heavy, two-seam fastball with a lot of movement. Needed a change of scenery, and man, as he turned it around since he left the Baltimore Orioles, it's never been about the stuff. It's more about throwing the ball over the plate and controlling the pitches that he has, and he certainly seems like he's found it now.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway from San Francisco. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Digging in, Brandon Lowe, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Lowe is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Comes set, and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Zobrist, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Zobrist ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Heading out towards shallow right. Pence has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Up next for the Rays, Ji-Man Choi. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
And there's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count is 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. Still 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. A run for the Rays thanks to the Ryan Yarbrough is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, they say short and sweet. Well, his last one wasn't so sweet. He only pitched 3 innings, and he and his team are expecting a lot more out of him. They really expect him to go deeper in this one and give himself and the team a chance to win this one.
Now batting, Wilmer Flores. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to see Brandon Crawford. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today. I'm looking for a laser show, something exciting out of him, no doubt.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The left fielder.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Flores stands at second with 2 gone. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to get into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. He'll get it into second. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The sights and sound. Back now for the second inning in San Francisco, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulating that bag for his infield.
Kiermaier makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Strike taken, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Here's the 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. In there. Now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ben Zobrist, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Just short, hit hard. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. They still trail it here. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got a duck out of the way. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Ready with another 2-2. Little chopper back to the mound. One away in the Giants' second.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at center fielder Kevin Kiermaier, multiple Gold Glove winner, probably the most athletic outfielder in all of baseball. This guy makes the highlight reel look routine and has an absolute rocket for an arm. Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Stepping in now, Kevin Gausman. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Riding in once again, Wilmer Flores. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Posey at second with 2 down. Ground ball foul down the left side. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And it's fouled away. 2-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. One left for San Francisco. They leading off the inning, Brendan Lowe, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Duggar giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, number 25.
Settling in now, number 25. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Count even now at 1-1. Two balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Standing in, Miguel Andujar. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Pence is there now, and he has it for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. They'll give that runner the green light, headed around third. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Into the box now, Willy Adames, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Flores. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. Our score remains. Now to the plate, Steven Duggar, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Giants.
So 1 gone here in the San Francisco third, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 5.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 0-1 the count. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. The go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Standing in, Ryan Yarbrough comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. A throw behind the runner at second. Runners back. Ready with the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down to Crawford for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Comes set, the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Zunino on third with 2 out. Right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive to left. Number 25 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Curveball taken for a strike on the inside. Belt, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his...
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that'll ricochet off that brick wall and right.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.